Hi guys, good evening and welcome to Keeping It XPlicious with your girl Carlyn XP. You know, the Thursday night show where we just sit back, relax, and chill and just vibes with each other every Thursday from 7 p.m. till we just feel like we don't want to talk no more. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all the viewers on Facebook, on YouTube, on Zoom. Yes, we are Zooming tonight. So if you want to join us on Zoom, you have the links. You could join us there as well. You know, we're just gonna have a fun night. It's a little wet on the outside. I'm here to keep you company and just vibes with you, communicate with you, talk with you for a little bit. But we're gonna take a short commercial break and we will be right back with you. So stick around.
Tripipulp is a division of Standards Agro-Processing. We focus on the pulp extraction of our tropical fruits. My name is Kyle Francis, proprietor of Standards Restaurant and Bar and Standards Agro-Processing. Over the years, we have identified that there's a high level of wastage of our tropical fruits. So not only does fruit pulping solve this problem, but addresses the concern of food security, whereby having our seasonal fruits available off-season. Our aim is to deliver a 100% natural fruit product whilst preserving its authentic flavor. The grand vision of Tropipulp is to share the abundance of Dominica with the Caribbean and the world by extension. In doing so, we hope to empower our farmers and create linkages all across the value chain.
Hey! It's We Forward again with more specials for you. We're skipping Creole Festival and we're going right into Christmas. Yes, we're going right into Christmas with specials on barrels and boxes and everything just for you. Barrels from Florida to Dominica only $90 US, the best prices on the market, and we'll pick up in Florida for only $25. Check us out. Antigua, St. Kitts, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, all the islands, St. Thomas, BVI, all of the islands will pick up your barrels for you and give you the best price guaranteed. That is it from We Forward. Merry Christmas and ho, 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 ho.
And welcome back, guys. And I'm really happy and excited to be here with you tonight. You know, we're just gonna chill and relax and vibes a little bit, you know. So get your water, get your coffee, get your tea, get your awesome cocoa right here, straight up from Dominica. Anything you feel like you need to get you comfortable so we can keep it expeditious. That's what we're all about here tonight, right? So I just want to talk to you guys tonight about parenting and a full-time job. And I mean, I should know because I have so many different things that I'm doing. I don't know how we multitask so well, but we multitask and we do it to the best of our ability. You know, I'm a registered nurse, a musician, a wife, and still a mom. And I feel like 24 hours is not enough in a day for me. I don't know how you guys feel, you know. Let me know how you feel about having so many things to do, you know. And parenting is such a full-time job and you still have full-time jobs. I don't know how our moms today or dads today do it with the kids now having to stay home, you know, to go to school. You yourself might have to stay home in order to do your work, you know, and then everything is just happening. How do you get me time? How do you keep your sanity? How do you go about it? You know, let me know. Let me know how you guys go about your day. You know, we're here, we're talking about parenting and having full-time jobs. Yes. And even having so many hats to carry, I decided that I'm gonna take off one of the responsibilities from my plate, So I decided to resign as a registered nurse, and to me, I still feel like where is the extra time? Where is the extra time that I thought resigning from being a registered nurse would allot me, because it's so much. It's so much that you have to do. And I want to say kudos to the single parents out there, whether you're a mom, a single mom, whether you're a single dad. I just want to say kudos to you guys, because even me, as having a husband to help, it is still so much that we have to do. And you guys are doing this on your own. Let me tell you, you guys are my superheroes. You know what I mean? So parenting is a full-time job. You have full-time jobs. And I want to know, let's vibes about this for a little while. Like, how do you guys do it? So, Cornell, let me see how the people feel about it. Send in your comments, send in your chats. Remember, if you want to send us a super chat, you can send us a super chat. Or my folks on YouTube, you can send us a super chat, so your chat will be all the way at the top, and we could read it out as the show goes by. So I want to say good night again to all of you, my regulars, those of you who have just stumbled on this show. Welcome. We're just keeping it XPlicious here. Nothing wrong with that, all right? We're chilling, we're vibing. It's a little cold outside, and we're talking about parenting and full-time jobs. So I just want to see get you guys feedback and tell me. Somebody saying, trust me, it's tough, but my daughter inspires me. I can feel that. I can feel that, because whenever you feel like you're down and you're out and you don't know what you're at your breaking point, and these kids would come up and she would say something so inspiring, something so loving, and something funny, and just lift your whole spirit, and you're like, yes, I'm doing it for you. And you feel re-energized, you feel like you can go on and on and on again. Somebody saying, trust me, it's hard as a single mom. I can't imagine, because sometimes you have that extra person there. You have your boyfriend, your child's father, or your husband there with you, and they're helping you, and you still feel like you are doing so much, and you still feel like you don't get enough done in a day. In 24 hours, it's not enough for you, and you're doing it with somebody, much less if you're doing it by yourself. And then you have to work. Some people have to work 2, 3 jobs just to make ends meet, and you still have to find time to take care of your little person, or your children. And I really just want to say kudos to you guys for the excellent job that you are doing. You guys, you inspire me. Yes, even when I feel like complaining sometimes that, oh my God, I think I need more time, or oh my God, I need a getaway, and oh my God, I have to stop for a while and think of the people who are doing this on their own. And most of the times when we think of single parents, we tend to think of only the moms, But I want to make a special recognition of the single dads out there doing your thing, especially if you're parenting little girls. It might be a bit easier if you're a single dad parenting a young boy. But if you have a girl, you have to think of combing their hair, of the different things that they're going to be experiencing. How are you going to explain certain things that may be happening to their body? They have body changes, and, just the different cycles that they may be going through in their life. So I want to single out the single dads out there. And I just want to commend you guys on the fantastic jobs that you are doing. Keep it up. And we do notice you. Even if most of the times you might hear people talking about single parents and it only refers to the single moms, we do see you. All right. And keeping it XPlicious, want to single you guys out for doing a good job. Yes. So we want to send us your comments. Don't be afraid to send in your comments. I think they're coming in fast and furious. Kudos to anyone who have a kid or kids and have a full-time job. Definitely. Definitely. It's challenging as a single mother, but my son keeps me moving. Just like the other commenter said, and I feel like these kids, they can brighten your day in a split second. You might be having a bad day, and then you come home and you just the whole reception of them coming and running into your arms, you feel like you can do this forever and ever. Yes? Good point. There are a lot of single dads doing their thing, of course, and I don't feel like the single dads get the recognition that they deserve. I know they're not doing it for any award or whatever. They're doing their thing. They're taking care of their own, and we are so quick to judge them and to pull them down and to call them reckless names when they are not taking care of their own, and we're not so quick to commend them when they're doing a fantastic job, right? So as much as we are quick to put them down, let's be quick to pick them up, to uplift them, to help them in whatever way we can. Somebody's saying being a single mom, it's really tough, but spending quality time is such a great feeling. I know that feeling. I'm new to parenthood, and the transition from being independent to having someone depending on you is a bit rough, but it's in the midst a change, and I'm doing better, thank God. Well, congratulations to you on being a new parent. I know when I became a mom 9 years ago, I felt like, oh my God, you have a whole human being to take care of now. It's no longer just Carlyn doing her thing and doing whatever you want, going wherever you want, however you want. It's now you have that whole new human being to be responsible for, and you just have to step up your game. So congratulations to you on becoming a new parent. Somebody saying, I am a single dad of 2 boys. Ooh. My kids inspire me to be the best version of myself on a daily basis. There is never a dull moment with them. I admire you. I admire you so much. Her smile and the way she looks into my eyes keeps me going. My newfound love. I'm beginning to enjoy parenthood. Let me tell you, those kids are a blessing, and you forget everything else that's going on in the world when you're with them. They make you a whole new human being. You even forget about the jobs, and sometimes you want to just say, I'm taking a day off from this job to just spend time with my little person. And sometimes we do need to do that, because we feel like we have to be on time for work. We have to do everything, finish every project, finish every assignment, everything that work needs us to do. We feel like we have to do it, and sometimes in a process we tend to neglect our children. I know I am very much I do that sometimes, and at the end of the day you may feel a bit, how would I put it? You may feel embarrassed. You may feel like you're neglecting your child and you just want to spend some time with them. Let me tell you, they are not going to stay small forever. So as much as you can spend some time with them, you do that, right? Because like we say, parenting is a full-time job just as much as we have our job that pulls in the fundings, the money for us to take care of them. You know what I mean? So we just have to find a correct balance to take care of all our full-time jobs, especially parenting. Somebody's saying, kudos to anyone who have a kid and kids and have a full-time job. And I agree. Parenting can be tough, but that love and bond you develop with your child, everything comes naturally. You most times don't feel the stress that's actually there. I agree. Just don't be selfish. It's no longer just about you. That's a good point. I am a single dad with 4 kids, 3 girls and a boy. Trust me, it's so hard. Steve, I feel you. I feel you on that. And I just want to say congratulations. And I'm loving the fact that I'm getting the dads to come out, because this is what Keeping It XPlicious is about. We're about being different. And, I just want to commend all my single dads. Kudos to the dads. All the moms, I love you guys so much. But, sometimes we overpower the men and them, you know. So I want to say shout out to all my dads. I'm so excited that you guys are coming out tonight, and congratulations to all those of you, especially those of you taking care of the girls. You know, don't be afraid to ask anybody for advice. You just do whatever it is that you have to do to keep your kids on the right path, you know, because there's no handbook for parenting. You know, I mean, maybe I might see couples saying how to be a parent, but nothing in that book is going to come out as it says, because everybody's situation is different, you know. So it's okay to seek advice, it's okay to ask questions on something or situation that may arise and you might want a little help, you know what I mean. But you just do what you think is best for you and your kids in the situation. Yes. Somebody's saying the key is not to procrastinate. Don't put off tasks involving the children. Definitely. They are the vulnerable ones who deserve to be looked after. Once you come home with that, I. I love it. I love it. It's hard at first, but oh child, you'll reap the benefits someday. Just look, I do know. Carlyn is my baby. It's tears of joy. Aw, hi, mommy. It's nice to see you. Somebody's saying my job is very exhausting, but I make time for my daughters. She's my handbag. Let me tell you about it. I feel like I want to go everywhere that I'm invited to with my little side bag. You know, I call her my little side bag, but I just want to do so many things with her because, like I said before, they don't stay that way forever. You know, they grow up and soon enough, they don't want you in their food, especially when they turn teenagers. They be like, oh, mom, she's already telling me, oh, mom, you're embarrassing me. And, you know, so as much as you can enjoy the little time that you have with them while they're in their young phase, you know, you develop that special bond with your child, with your children, and you know, you just keep it going. It will last a lifetime. Those memories, trust me, they're gonna be very good in the long run. They're gonna be very good in the long run. Someone is saying, um, pray God will not give you more than you can bear. Life goes by so quickly, it will get better. I agree. The best feeling is coming home to that smile. Indeed. Or when I pick her up from school and she runs into the vehicle because she's so excited, mommy is picking her up from school. Oh my God. Let me tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. Girls look like girls look to their dads for unconditional love. Sometimes they look for a mate with similar characteristics as their dad. That too, I want to have this as another topic for keeping it hearing this saying so long that girls tend to gravitate towards characteristics that resembles their dads, and vice versa for the boys. They tend to gravitate towards certain characteristics in women that resembles their mom. But we're going to have a different show to discuss that topic because I feel like I want to hash out a few things and I want to hear you guys' comments and you guys' statements on this one here. Someone is saying sometimes the fathers themselves don't know how to be a father because they never had one themselves. Hence, the cycle continues. And in that sense, too, though, sometimes because their father was not present in their life when they were growing up, they want to make sure whatever situation or things that happened with them while they were growing up because of the lack of presence of their father, they don't want that to happen to their kids, you know. So sometimes that can be a good or a bad thing, you know. It can have a good impression on them, or it could have a bad one, you know. Sometimes they don't know how to be that father, like the commenter said, you know, they don't know how to be a father to their children. And sometimes because their father was not there, they make it a point of duty to be there for their kids because they do not want the same thing that happened to them to happen to their kids, right? Parenting should actually be a joy and not a job. I agree, but it feels like a job because you're working so hard. You know what I mean? You work so hard at times. You feel like it's a full-time job, and it's not about getting any monetary gain. I mean, your child not gonna pay you for taking care of them, or somebody not gonna pay you for taking care of your child. But so it feels like a full job. I feel like when we say job, maybe not in the sense of you have to wake up at a certain time or you have to be there at a certain time to get to it, but a job in the sense that you have to put in so much work and so much dedication, and that's one job you just cannot mess up, right? You just do not want to mess up on that job. Someone is saying an absentee father or mother has its pros and cons. Definitely. I feel that way as well, you know? And somebody else is saying, ooh, I missed that one. I missed that one. It's going by so quickly, you guys. I missed it. Be your best, but give yourself a break at times. Being a parent means making mistakes, and how those mistakes are resolved is key. Absolutely, absolutely. Because I feel like we just don't want to hurt our kids, right? We want to make sure we do everything correctly. We want to do everything quote unquote by the book. We want to make sure that they are so happy. When you say you have your kids, you put everything for yourself on the back burner and you put them first, right? You put them first and you just don't want to make mistakes. You want to make sure they are happy all the times. You want to not say no, for anything that they may ask you for. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like the commenter said, we all make mistakes and it's how we resolve them. That's the key. I agree. Single moms and dads who work and raise their kids are really teaching them the important lesson of balance in life. One key thing is to always find time to enjoy. Okay, I'm missing the rest of this. All right. So we all go through the hardships. Ask God to guide you. Absolutely. And guys, I'm just loving this conversation. I'm just loving the way that you guys are keeping it XPlicious right now. And of course, we have to take a short break just for the cause, and we will be right back with you. So make sure you stick around.
Tropipulp is a division of Standards Agro Processing. We focus on the pulp extraction of our tropical fruits. My name is Carlyn Francis, proprietor of Standards Restaurant and Bar and Standards Agro Processing. Over the years, we have identified that there's a high level of wastage of our tropical fruits. So not only does fruit pulping solve this problem, but addresses the concern of food security, whereby having our seasonal fruits available off-season. Our aim is to deliver a 100% natural fruit product whilst preserving its authentic flavor. The grand vision of Tropipulp is to share the abundance of Dominica with the Caribbean and the world by extension. In doing so, we hope to empower our farmers and create linkages all across the value chain.
It's We Forward again with more specials for you. We're skipping Creole Festival and we're going right into Christmas. Yes, we're going right into Christmas with specials on barrels and boxes and everything just for you. Barrels from Florida to Dominica only $90 US, the best prices on the market, and we'll pick up in Florida for only $25. Check us out. Antigua, St. Kitts, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, all the islands, St. Thomas, BVI, all of the islands will pick up your barrels for you and give you the best price guaranteed. That is it from We Forward. Merry Christmas and ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back, guys, and it's so good to have you here. Keeping it XPlicious with you, where we just vibes and we just talk and we just communicate a little one-on-one, a different light for your Carlyn XP. This is the softer side of Carlyn XP. I love to say the softer side, right? Right now, we're not having no bacchanal. We just vibes in and keeping you guys a little company on a Thursday evening, of course. And I want you to tell me, all of you in the Zoom or the Facebook or the YouTube, let me know. We talk about, one commenter said it well, that we should think of parenting as a joy and not as a job, right? So I want you to tell me of your funniest or your most embarrassing or any sticky situation that you've been in with your child that you want to share with us, because we want to make so much lasting memories with them and have so much fun memories, and just share with us your story. Let us know of anything that happened with you and your kids, and at the end of it, you might have gotten so upset when it happened, and then when you really think of it, you just have to laugh at it, because you're wondering, like, hey, things happen every day, so let us know. Tell us, send in your comments. Those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, you can always send in your super chats, and we can read it out, and we just vibes and with each other right now. I had this one time where I was taking my daughter to school, and we're driving in the car, and that was one of the days when I was working as a registered nurse in the hospital, and so I'm mad late and I'm rushing for traffic, and we're going, and we have to get the breakfast on the go, and you have to eat in the car and everything. And she's fine, she ate everything, and I'm like, when we get to the school, you will drink your tea, because I don't want the tea falling on your uniform while we're driving, and everything was fine until we got to the school and she had to drink her tea. Guess what? The tea definitely fell on the uniform. And being mad late for work, and you like, what am I going to do now? Because now I have to think of probably going back home to get a new set of uniform, because I can't have the child going to school in that dirty uniform or that wet uniform right now. And you're already late, and you have to go back through traffic, and you have to come back to the school and get ready, and oh my God. And at that time, you're so upset, and you feel like you can, but you just have to relax at times. Things happen, and you just have to laugh at certain moments, because sometimes we just get so upset at the kids sometimes, and we blame them for everything when it's really our fault, sometimes. And we just have to figure out how we're gonna get through certain things. Let me know your funniest, your embarrassing, your sticky situations, your vex situations that you have had with your kids. Let me know. Let's see here. Someone is saying, well, my friend's son was doing his Zoom virtual class, and he wanted to use the restroom. So he then decided to pull his pants down in front of all his Zoom classmates and the teacher. Oh my God, what would I have done as the teacher or one of the students in the class? Let me tell you, this virtual Zoom classes is on another level, because you see all kind of things in those backgrounds, and people forget that you have a whole classroom, or you have somebody else looking at your kid, and they can see everything. So I don't know. We just have to talk to them. I don't know what I would have done as a teacher, or maybe just as a parent walking by and seeing this and seeing this happening. You know what I mean? But it was funny. That would have been funny, funny, funny as hell. Anyways, don't forget, you guys, you can send in your comments. Let us know, and let us know what's taking place with you, how you reacted, what would you have done if that was your kid. Let me ask the commenter, if that was your kid, what would you have done? To see your child just, you wanted to pee, and he just decided to pull his pants down in front of all his Zoom classmates and the teacher. What about when you're dressing your kids, though, and you ask them, are you ready to leave the house? And you ask, do you need anything? Do you want anything? Are you hungry? Are you going to take something? No, mommy, I'm good. Do you want to go to the restroom? No, mommy, I'm good. Um, do you have everything that you need? Yes, mommy. Until we get on the road and we're maybe like halfway to where we're going, and or when we get to the place where we are, oh mommy, I want to use the restroom, or I want to get something to eat. Like, didn't I just ask you if you're okay, if you had something to eat? Or I don't know. Like, I feel like these kids, they develop a new stomach, an extra stomach when they go out, because I feel like they eat so much more when they go out. Even after you have just had maybe a big lunch or dinner or breakfast or something, and you're asking them, are you guys okay? Are you guys, you have everything that you need? Yes, mommy. And when we go out, the same thing that you ask them about is the same thing they're telling you about now. That can be so frustrating at times, you know? Somebody else is saying, Papa met, I would go get a bath towel and cover him. I would be so embarrassed. I know, but I just gotta shake that one. I just gotta shake that one. But did he? I hope he didn't go like in front of the whole class, you know, because I've seen kids walking around. They want to go to the restroom and they're going because they're on their devices right now, you know, so they're walking to the bathroom, to the washroom with the tablet or the cell phones in their hands because they're in class and they want to use the restroom. So they're just going with the things, and everything is happening on the Zoom virtual classes right now. Someone else is saying, I don't ask. I see to it that she used the bathroom before we leave the house. Cool. But what if you see to it that they leave they use the washroom before you leave the house, and by the time you step out to the car or you on your way driving, they want to use the washroom again? I mean, like, really? You just use the washroom. You really want to go again? What do you do then? Do you tell them, well, hold it because you just come out and use the washroom? Or do you have to now circle around and go back home, or stop for them to use the washroom? And I know, but sometimes these kids can be really frustrating. And certain situations you might be in can be so, so frustrating. Let us know. Let us know. I see in the comments are coming in. Let us know. And just before we leave you tonight, guys, I want to invite those of you on Zoom. I want to say good night to you because, you know, everything we're doing, we're keeping it XPlicious, and we're on Zoom tonight, okay? Bringing in a different aspect and a different segment of the show for you. You know, we're going to vibes with you one-on-one. So if you want to get a chance to talk to Carlyn XP one-on-one, you could hit us up on the Zoom. It's in the comments, it's posted there, it's pinned there, the Zoom link and the password, everything is there for you if you want to get a chance to be on Keeping It Expelicious with your girl one-on-one, right? Somebody else is saying, my son used to do me that on a regular. I would feed him right before we leave the house, and as soon as we crossed the bridge, he'd say, I'm hungry, and I could eat pizza. And I could eat. I think they do that just on purpose, you know. You know, these kids can really test you. I think they do that on purpose. They just want to see how far they can take the joke until mommy or daddy gets upset, you know, upset with them. I think they're just testing us to see what amount of leeway they have with us, right? Someone is saying, I think that is the time you just need to pause and remember when you yourself were a kid and did almost the same thing. Let me tell you about it. Some of the things that I see my daughter doing, I'm like, oh, I remember when I did this to my mom. Mommy, I hope you're not listening. I remember when I did this to my mom, and I'll be like, yes, they really say like the world is a cycle and everything comes back. It's like a boomerang. What goes around will come right back, like 360. So sometimes that is good to just pause and relax, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, no, you don't know. You don't you it's easy to say let's pause and let's take a break, but imagine you're on your way to work and you're busy, and you just gave your child something, or you just send them to the washroom to ensure that they don't have to do it on the way, and then they're crying in the backseat, or how hungry they are, or they want to use the washroom, or whatever the case might be, and you're late for work, and you're going, and it can be frustrating at times when you're in the situation, when you're in the heat of the moment. It can be very, very frustrating, and it's easy to sit back and say, well, we have to take a pause. Yes, we have to take a pause for real, but when you're in the situation at that time, I don't think you're thinking of pause. I really don't think you're thinking of a pause. Somebody else is saying, as for the toilet thing, once we're inside Astafans or Pookies, my daughter's bladder is bursting and we have to run to the toilet just for a trick. Oh my God. And guys, I have a thing about those public restrooms. I don't know. I will wipe until, and sometimes I just feel like, can you hold it, please, until we get home? Because I don't know. I just have a thing that about public washrooms, not for any particular business, but just for all washrooms in particular. Someone is saying payback time. Really, mommy? Payback time, eh? Hi, what was happening on last week Sunday with you? Okay, this is keeping it XPlicious. Last Sunday we had little troubles. We went off a couple times, but we worked on it. We fix up. We hope we fix up. And definitely come Sunday, we will definitely be having an XPlicious show for you. Musical therapy will definitely be on Sunday. So make sure you guys tune in. All right. My daughter said to me once, Mom, you're so optimistic. Ooh. And they said the weirdest things at the weirdest times too, and sometimes I feel like when you're listening to these kids and you're talking to them, and sometimes you just have to sit and relax and just listen to your kids. Let them talk to you, because my kid comes home and she says so many things that I would dub as weird, but I'm like, where does she get this inspiration from? Where does she get all those big fancy words that I myself sometimes I have to go and Google those words to find out where she get those words from? And it's so crazy. Like, just listen to them, talk to them one on one, just have a conversation with them, ask them anything, and you will get a whole long explanation of things. And you wonder, but where did you get that from? And how did you get that? But trust me, in this world of internet today, our internet children, they're schooling us most of the times. You know what I mean? I think they're schooling us most of the time. Somebody's saying, me too. That's why I see it to it that she uses the restroom before she leaves the house. I have a thing about public restrooms. I just don't like them. That's my thing. I just don't. I always feel like it's not clean enough for me, and and I have a little girl, so I just want to, like, please try and hold it. Try and hold it for mommy, okay? I don't want you getting anything, any blood infections or gallstones or whatever, but can you hold it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, cool. Somebody else is saying, good topic. Parenting is tough, especially those who are single parents. But we need to be patient and take time to listen to our children. Yes, definitely. Like I said before, talk to your kids, have a one-on-one with them. We might feel like they're too small, or they're 2 years, or as long as they can speak, talk to them. Right? Even if they cannot speak, you still talk to them, and have a conversation with them. And to you, you might feel like they won't understand, but trust me, they have their own little way of understanding things. So just have a conversation with them, see where their mind is at, see where their head is at, see where their heart is at, and you would be surprised, you'd be amazed at things that your kids know, and they will just tell you about it so loosely, and you'll be like, oh, where did you get that from? Yeah. Somebody else is saying, my son is only 2, and every time I try to tell him not to do something bad, he always tells me, Mom, stop, I will beat you. Is that what you've been telling the boy? Is that what you've been telling him? Stop, I will beat you. So he's saying the same thing back to you, right? Like the time I told her, somebody saying, like the time I told her to put the garden fork down and she didn't. Plant the fork right through her foot and she just stand up there and guess what? I'm so not reading that comment because you guys, this comment is about me. And my mom is acting wild on the comments right now. Mommy, stop putting my business outside. So there was this time when I was home and my mom was in the garden and I was being a kid, I was running around and just being a kid and she was like, "Carlyn, go put your slippers." I remember this like it was yesterday. "Carlyn, go put your shoes on. Carlyn, go." But I'm still running because that's what kids do. We run and we have fun and it's garden time, so you're just running wild. Oh well, there was this small garden fork in the garden, and I ran, and it went straight through my foot. Yes, I still got a beating after that. Like as if the fork going through my foot wasn't bad enough. I still get a beating because I didn't put my shoes on. I don't think these shoes would have made a difference, Mom. Do you think? No, I don't think so. But I guess we learn from our mistakes and, I get my beating, guys. Hmm. I remember that. I remember that. Somebody else is saying, I learn a lot from my son. Yes. My daughter, like I said, my daughter schools me a lot on certain things, and she watches a lot of interesting programs, the things about the world, animals, and some interesting stuff. And trust me, I learn a lot about different things that I didn't know, that like I tell you, some of the things I have to go and Google them, you know. It is very wise to always talk to your children. It helps to maintain the bond between you and your children. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody's saying, listening from New York. Good evening, New York people. Children are very smart from birth. That's why exposing them to the environment they live, their culture, and communicate with them. Absolutely. Someone is saying, we were eating dinner one night and my daughter was 3 trying to eat with her fork like a big girl. She got mad, everything falling off the plate. She yelled, "I will fuck the rice and I will the corn." Oh my God. That is so crazy. But you have to teach them, they call it table manners. And you have to teach them a little table etiquette. And I'm like, sometimes you just have to just be like, oh my God, I can't. Like, if you cannot do it, babe, like, just enjoy your food, because I grew up using my 10 commandments and I'm enjoying that chicken. Who eats chicken with a knife and a fork anyways? I'm sorry, guys. Like, I cannot. You have to hold that chicken bone in your hand for you to get it good. You know what I mean? But I'm loving these experiences, you guys, funny moments and embarrassing situations, and I'm just loving keeping it XPlicious with you. But we're gonna take a short break, and we will be right back with you. So stick around.
Tripipulp is a division of Standards Agro Processing.